right, we're sitting here, and Casey and Mo, we're on the perimeter. We kind of have the ball in our hands a lot. Shawnee's down on the block. Chantal, do you get aggravated when these two don't pass the ball to you when you think you're open?
There's a little frustration when they don't pass it, but you gotta know, you just gotta keep working, and they'll find you when they're able to get it to you. You have to trust them as guards, basically.
Mo, Casey, what those post players don't understand is sometimes there are people in help side behind them, and they don't always see what's behind them. So it's not that you don't want to throw them the ball, but sometimes you're just a little smarter than they are.
I agree with that. You know, a lot of times the help is right next to them and they can't see it. And other times, you know, we can't see their numbers when they think we can because their targets aren't big enough. But when they're open, we definitely give them the ball because they do damage in there. But, you know, they just don't realize that we see more than them at the top than they can see at the bottom.
Mo, do you have anything to add to that?
Totally agree with Casey said. And when they think their hands are up and they're really not, it's also hard to give you the ball.
Shawnee, okay, let's a little rebuttal here. How do you feel when they throw you a bad pass? Like, you're big and you're strong and you got your hands up and you're calling for the ball up here, and they throw a weak bounce pass. How do you deal with that?
Well, I try not to show frustration on the court, but after a while it gets a little annoying. But, you know, I just do my best to try to convert their assist and move on.
Let's talk a little bit about Chantal's nickname. What do y'all call Chantal?
Shawnee.
Diva.
And why do we call Shawnee Diva?
She knows she has a little walk. I don't know if she would call it a swag, but you know, she walks around like she's just all bougie. And then she didn't start speaking to us till last year. She didn't speak to us because she was just above the world, but this year she's our friend.
Shawnee, okay, tell him. I can understand you had an injury. You had to sit out in redshirt last year, miss the season, and basically your best friend was Julie, our trainer. And tell us why.
Oh my God. Well, I spent a lot of time in doing treatment with Julie, and I wouldn't say she was my best friend.
I don't know about that.
But I'm a very shy person. It takes me a while to open up to people, period. That's the way I've always been. And when you guys spoke to me, I gave you a smile, so that lets you know that I was listening, and I was trying to be as nice as I could. But
Shawnee's come a long way. Wouldn't you agree, Mo?
Yes, she has, because she didn't just smile. She was smiling, looked like she rolled her eyes. And we were like, oh, you better than us? Okay.
So all in all, it's been an adjustment for everyone. But the great thing is that, you know, the freshmen became sophomores, and Casey had a year to sit out, and now she's eligible to play. And talk a little bit about how it is for you guys, just that another year of maturing, and now you're out on the court for the second year, and for Shawnee and Casey for a first year.
It helped me a lot because my first year I was nervous every game, and now that I know what to expect and what's going to happen, it gave me, like, now starting this season, I'm, like, more comfortable. I'm able to direct people and do my position like I'm supposed to.
That's good. Just a different level of confidence, huh?
Very much.
For me, I think sitting out last year was positive because I could sit back and watch instead of making the mistakes. I could see from other people's mistakes and successes, so I could learn from that and how to do good when I got to play.
I agree with Casey, and I also figured out last year it's all about work ethic, and so, like, every time I get on the court, I just want to work as hard as I can to try to contribute, you know, for the team, you know.
All right, you guys are three of our hardest working players. What do you think that brings to our program and says about our this year's team?
That we're a determined and hardworking team, and we want to get far in this season.
I mean, of course, hard work makes wins to me, so I think that's always a positive, and I think we'll be successful just because of our work ethic.
Basically, we have a lot of passion for the sport.